Hello everyone, how cosy to see you here on my channel. In this edition of the Monthly Bake, I'm going to get happy with a brightly coloured pudding in pumpkin pie that will cheerily spice up any dark autumn evening. And to accompany the recipe, a selection of songs about happiness. Before we get baking, let's make sure we have everything we need together. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music he can make. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about a star looking like a toy, peeking through the branches of a tree. Talk about a girl, talk about a boy, counting all the ripples on the sea. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the boy saying to the girl, "Golly baby, I'm a lucky cuss." Talk about the girl saying to the boy, "You and me is lucky to be us." Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come? How you gonna have a dream come? How you gonna have a dream come true? Now we've got everything we need. Let's get baking.
First, make the biscuit base. Put the butter in the small saucepan and cook for a few minutes until it is melted and bubbling. While the butter is melting, put the biscuits into the sandwich bag and secure tightly before using the rolling pin to bash them into a rubble with no big chunks of biscuit left. When the butter has melted, add the biscuit rubble to the butter and stir with a wooden spoon. When thoroughly mixed, put the mixture into a ceramic flan dish and press down with the back of a wooden spoon or a spatula to make a flat surface. Put the base into the fridge to cool for 30 minutes while you make the filling. Next, prepare the pumpkin. Peel the outside of the pumpkin with a peeler or sharp knife. Then, cut off the top and bottom and cut in half down the middle, and then in quarters. Use the knife and then the dessert spoon to scoop out the membrane and seeds. When all 4 quarters are de-seeded, cut each quarter into large, roughly inch-sized chunks.
Even when the darkest clouds are in the sky, you mustn't sigh and you mustn't cry. Spread a little happiness as you go by. Please try. What's the use of worrying and feeling blue? When days are long, keep on smiling through. Spread a little happiness till dreams come true. Surely you'll be wise to make the best of every blues day. Don't you realize you'll find next Monday or next Tuesday your golden Tuesday? Even when the darkest clouds are in the sky, you mustn't sigh and you mustn't cry. Spread a little happiness as you go by. and you mustn't cry. Spread a little happiness as you go by. Surely you'll be poised to make the best of every blues day. Don't you realize you'll find next Monday or next Tuesday your golden Tuesday? Even when the darkest clouds are in the sky, you mustn't sigh and you mustn't cry. Spread a little happiness as you go by.
Melt the butter for the filling in the large saucepan before adding the pumpkin chunks and stirring with a wooden spoon. When each piece is covered in butter, cover with a lid and leave to cook for 20 to 30 minutes. Check the pan from time to time to check that the pumpkin isn't burning on the sides of the pan. While the pumpkin is cooking, preheat the oven to 180 degrees centigrade. To test whether the pumpkin is cooked, use a sharp knife to see whether it is soft. When it is, take off the heat and use a hand blender to whiz to a fine puree.
Everything is great, everything is grand. I've got the whole wide world in the palm of my hand. Everything is perfect, it's falling into place. I can't seem to wipe this smile off my face. Life smells like a rose, with some of the paint and some of the pose. Life's a piece of cake, with some of the pedal and some of the break. Life is full of glee, with some of the song and some of the sea. Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing along. I've got everything that I need right in front of me. Nothing's stopping me. There's nothing I can't be with you right here next to me. Life's a piece of cake with some of the give and some of the take. Life's a piece of pie with some of the wash and some of the dry. Life's an easy road with someone beside you to share the load. Life is full of highs, with someone to serve, someone to fry. Life's a like a lamb, with someone there to lend a hand. Life's a bunch of flowers, with someone to while away the hours. Life's a fiddle to fish, hey, yes it is. Life's a happy song when there's someone by your side to sing along.
When it is whizzed, add the sugar, spices and cream to the pumpkin and give it a good stir before giving it a taste to make sure the balance of all the ingredients is right. Finally, add in the sultanas and give it one last taste before adding the eggs to the mixture and giving it a final stir. Pour the pumpkin mix into the prepared flan dish and even out with a wooden spoon to make sure it is level. Put the flan dish on a baking tray to make it easier to carry, and put in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes until the filling is set, is a lovely golden brown, and is starting to brown around the edges. When the pie is cooked, take out of the oven and leave to cool for 5 minutes before serving a large slice with cream, or just enjoy on its own for a perfect autumnal pudding.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more tuneful baking content. I look forward to seeing you next month for my next ESB monthly bake. Hello everyone, how charming to see you here on my channel. In this month's video, I go back to school with my back to school cookies, which are perfect for lunch boxes or an anytime sugar rush. And to accompany them, a selection of songs inspired by the home of education.